Here today, gone tomorrow.
You just took one in the jugular, man.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 movie stars who dropped off the map.
You can have the first.
For this list, we're looking at actors who were once big film stars, but seemingly overnight their profiles dropped to next to nothing.
I want to join up. I think I got what it takes to be a citizen.
Good for you. Go find her.
This could be due to early retirement, critically panned missteps, bad behavior, or other reasons, as long as they left the limelight.
Well, they can't put you away just for saying weird things.
In other words, we're not saying these actors haven't done any work since, but their profiles and prominence definitely aren't as high as they once were.
I'd die for John Connor.
If you didn't see a former actor you thought should be on the list, be sure to check out our first video of the top 10 movie stars who dropped off the map.
That noise? Was that the noise you're talking about?
Number 10, Neve Campbell.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
First gaining notoriety as one of the leads on the award-winning drama Party of Five, Neve Campbell showed off her immense talents as a teen dealing with the death of her parents.
Sometimes I wonder if this feeling's ever gonna go away.
After making the leap to the film world, she gave other memorable performances in high school-aged roles in The Craft and Wild Things, and anchored the Scream franchise.
You know, if I was wrong about Cotton Weary, then the killer's still out there.
After graduating to adult roles, Neve has embraced meatier characters in independent fare.
But this is life. This isn't a movie.
But other than one more foray in the Scream series and some guest starring on TV, her star power has decreased, though her talent remains clear. Number 9, Val Kilmer.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
Whether it was an adrenaline-soaked action flick like Top Gun, a western like Tombstone, or a biopic like The Doors, Val Kilmer tried his hand successfully at all of them.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Arguably reaching the zenith of his career in 1995, when he starred alongside Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in Heat.
The bank is worth the risk. I need it, brother.
And took over Batman's cowl. Val Kilmer's career trajectory has been on a downward slide ever since.
Are you yesterday's news, Bruce?
At one point a part of the cream of Hollywood's leading man crop, he can now only pray to be a part of a well-regarded film like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang again.
If she stumbles on a murder plot, why hire me?
As he mostly finds himself in forgettable B-movie schlock.
I just don't think I could bear it.
Number 8, Jennifer Connelly.
No, thank you, but I have to solve this labyrinth.
Ms. Connelly's career has gone through 3 distinct stages.
This is real.
First, she was a young actress alongside puppets in Labyrinth, as well as a romantic lead in Career Opportunities. Though here she did little to stand out from the pack.
I thought you knew.
When she then transitioned to one of the most respected actresses with awe-inspiring performances in the late 90s and early noughties, she became an Oscar-winning force to be reckoned with.
I remember falling in love with you. I remember losing you.
Unfortunately, the most recent stage of her career has included relative obscurity and a lack of roles befitting her ample talents.
I need to believe that something extraordinary is possible.
Number 7, Debra Winger. When Rosanna Arquette was inspired to make a documentary on the difficulties of balancing the professional acting world with attempting to build a family, she titled the project Searching for Debra Winger.
You've got to live your life. You can't search all the time for the role, the part.
But I just hate when you say that you're not going to do it anymore.
A 3-time Oscar nominee with leading roles in seminal films that have become a part of our culture, Debra Winger then made the choice to prioritize her family life over her career. And poof, she was gone.
You know, man, you ain't nothing special. You got no manners, you treat women like whores, and if you ask me, you ain't got no chance of being no officer.
Though she popped up for a very small role in Rachel Getting Married, that garnered far more notice than a role that size typically does. Winger's acting appearances remain sporadic at best.
Mom, where have you been?
Yeah, did you get the dates confused, or?
No, everything's fine, honey.
Number 6, Winona Ryder.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
There was a time when this actress's name was on the lips of every casting agent in Hollywood, and she appeared to be a shoo-in for every major role for young women as a result.
You mean like metaphorically?
At the turn of this century, however, something changed, as Winona Ryder went from starring in movies like Reality Bites to appearing mostly in tabloids after her 2001 shoplifting arrest.
It wasn't my idea. You know I didn't want to do it.
But you did do it.
Perhaps the image change hastened her decline, but whatever the reason, Ryder has yet to recapture filmgoers' hearts the way she previously had.
Is that your long-term plan, to work in retail? My plan, no.
Number 5, Joe Pesci.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
An absolute pit bull of an actor, Joe Pesci's Academy Award for his portrayal of Tommy DeVito in Goodfellas stands as the ultimate proof of his ability to intimidate.
What the f*** are you looking at? You're f***ing...
On the other hand, though he was the film's antagonist, his performance in the Christmas classic Home Alone was a lovable role.
Well, if the kid's there, the parents gotta be.
He's home alone.
After stealing scenes from some of his generation's most talented actors, Pesci seemed to say, screw this, before the end of the 90s, and released a horrendous comedy rap album before announcing his retirement.
Don't f*** with me, Al. Don't make a f*** out of me.
He's since made only 2 film appearances since 1998, one of which was nothing more than a cameo.
Usually the guys that scare me. You're the people that make big wars.
Number 4, Molly Ringwald.
I should be happy, right?
For those of you who are too young to remember the days of the Brat Pack, it was a group of young actors in the 80s who starred in seemingly every film featuring teens.
It's so absurd I have to be here on a Saturday.
Their undisputed queen was none other than Molly Ringwald, a pretty redhead who was beautiful enough to grab the eye, but relatable enough to grab your heart.
We dance?
Wouldn't be unheard of.
The young actress couldn't possibly have foreseen the dearth of significant roles the 90s would bring, and that she would be relegated to spoofing her glory years in the next century.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah.
Number 3, Brendan Fraser. A former star who's become a bit of a punchline. His legacy may be in question now, but we hope people will still remember Brendan Fraser's past impressive performances. Showing comedic timing in films like Encino Man and Bedazzled.
I'm the devil.
Okay.
An aptitude for action in the Mummy franchise, and true dramatic skills in both Gods and Monsters and the underrated School Ties. Fraser has undeniably earned himself a place in film history.
I'm the same guy, Sally.
After starring in a couple of films where he interacted poorly with animated characters, he seems to have lost the chance to get the juicy roles he once knew.
Here's my card.
Ooh. The devil. Yep. That explains it.
Number 2, Renee Zellweger.
Shut up. You had me at hello.
An actress who has been nominated for 63 different awards, 18 of which she's taken home, including an Oscar, 3 Golden Globes, and a BAFTA. Renee Zellweger's filmography has far more winners than losers.
Bridget Jones, wanton sex goddess with a very bad man between her thighs.
Also finding success with comedies like Me, Myself, and Irene and the Bridget Jones series, her last real live-action success came in 2005 with Cinderella Man.
Really?
Debuting a dramatically different look at a 2014 red carpet event, a newly unrecognizable Zellweger may have ensured that her film career is a thing of the past. Hopefully not, though.
For some, the criticism was unfair. At 45, of course she would look different than she did almost 20 years ago in Jerry Maguire.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I know. Why don't we say that we own our own company?
Oh, good. Yeah. Would you?
He's not a man. Machine. Terminator. Cyberdyne Systems Model 101.
Biff! Biff, leave him alone! Let him go! Let him go!
You're alive. I would die for you.
Number 1, Richard Gere.
You little bitch.
You may not believe this, but Richard Gere appeared in 3 movies in 2014 and is scheduled to repeat that in 2015.
Aaron.
You may be asking yourself one of 2 things in response to that information. How is that possible, and how could he top our list in that case?
No! I don't want you to love me. I don't want anyone to love me. I just want out.
You'd be forgiven if you didn't realize Gere had actually been in a film since 2002's Chicago, considering that was probably the last time his name was on filmgoers' lips.
My ex-boyfriend.
Why'd you shoot him?
I was leaving.
At one time a sex symbol that was named the sexiest man alive, and the lead of a bevy of romantic films. We're left wondering how someone can disappear from the spotlight while still making so many films.
No more questions! You can step down now. Well done, Andy.
Do you agree with our list?
Yes!
Which movie star that dropped off the map surprised you the most?
Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you.
For more acting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Yes, dear? Come.